in the NFL is something that I've always dreamed of.
All that hard work that I've been putting in my whole career is finally paying off.
Now we're here to kick off the NFL Combine training.
When my name's called on draft day, I'm sure I'll be lost for words.
I know how much money lies on one rep. A tenth of a second can cost you millions of dollars.
I've worked hard enough to put myself in the position to live out my dream.
You know, we out here, sunny California, and we're always ready for any workout. Isn't that right, Jordan?
Get off me.
Hey.
Get off me. Get off me. Yeah, I'm ready. We do this. I'm Jordan Love. I play quarterback. I went to Utah State University.
Jordan Love. Scarver's got it. Touchdown, Aggie. And Jordan Love keeps it, takes it for 6. Touchdown.
So I play for a lot of reasons. I play for my family, make them proud, make them happy, be able to take care of them.
What's up? Michael Pittman Jr. here, receiver, USC.
Michael Pittman Jr., no shock, just put up 232 yards on one of the best defenses in the country. Not too shabby.
I'm Chase Claypool, wide receiver, played at the University of Notre Dame.
It's going to be a touchdown, Chase Claypool. Wide open, Chase Claypool, middle of the end zone.
For athletes first, we have this thing called Field Trip Friday.
Every Friday we'd get out and do field trips.
We get to get out of the gym and go out. Some days we're hiking, some days we're on the beach.
You have your gym on the top, PT right down the road, and then you have beaches all around you.
We got some avocados today, man. One of 110 pairs. You got every sock you can imagine.
AJ Dillon, this man has different socks every day. He's got like palm trees on him, he got ice cream socks, he got SpongeBob socks, like he got every kind of sock.
I'm AJ Dillon, running back from Boston College.
Hello, college football. Welcome AJ Dillon to the mix.
So today, we ran 1,000 steps each. It's not quite 1,000, but it definitely felt like 1,000.
Quicker, go, 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 go. Good, there you go. Big speed. There you go, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, big boys don't do this, man. It's tiring, man. Look at Ross. You know he tired. He just trying to show off. Man, get up, bro. Now he gonna tell me good when his leg was just like this.
So Ross is the kind of person that always pushes the group. It's important to have people like that because they get everybody else better.
Ross Blacklock, defensive tackle at TCU.
Ross Blacklock there for the sack. Trooper with nowhere to go, stopped up, nowhere to go. Ross Blacklock.
Go!
You know, we got under the sand and we did a lot of balanced work, which is great for running backs.
It's really helpful working on speed work and just trying to get that quick twitch.
If you can move quickly on sand, then you can definitely move quickly on the turf.
I got your muscle milk and out in the car.
I got your insoles.
Vitamin B,
I
A,
got
B,
your
C,
insoles.
and D.
And I got your bib because I know you be spilling.
He snuck in my muscle milk cabinet as a kid.
Look at him,
Look at him now.
Look at him.
He's
going through that teenage phase where he talks back. Go ahead, make sure you finish your work, bro. When I tell you about leaving food on your plate.
Hey, bro, go hold your hand with your mom.
We're family here. We want our brother to join us in the water. Yes, sir. He just need a little push.
Now, a couple seconds ago, I was saying I wasn't getting in the water. They got me. Now, who started that operation?
Oh, I know. That's why you need to weigh over 200 pounds.
He had to go in.
So Athletes First, that's the agency that I signed with. And then the Mark is an apartment complex down here in Santa Ana that all the athletes stayed at and trained at during the combine training. Proactive is the workout facility. It's on the roof of the Mark. A bunch of NFL guys come up there and work out.
Any type of field work, we go to a field about 5 minutes away. I'm Devon Hamilton, defensive lineman from Ohio State University.
My goodness, check out the explosiveness that he's able to provide.
a lot of the physical training I've been doing here in Houston, but as he's first sent in, coach is able to help me on my board work, help me get ready and prepare for meetings. Kenneth Murray, linebacker, Oklahoma.
The preseason Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. Kenneth Murray says, not on my watch.
So are you more like a lion or a tiger?
I don't know the difference between a lion and a tiger, but I'd say.
You don't know what the difference is? There's no right answer to that. It's more of like how fast you answer it and what you answer. I need you to answer quick as your quarterback.
The mock interviews we did here at the Mark, they were super helpful. You know, we had a former GM, Mark Dominic, come in. You know, he's been in that position, so he knows and has a lot of firsthand understanding what it's like. So that was super helpful.
What are your 3 best games this year? Define leadership. You're going to be constantly scrutinized in terms of your personality because everybody's trying to decide whether they trust you and like you. You got to do it for 5 straight days. It's a long time, especially as a quarterback.
They ask uncomfortable questions that, you know, people don't want to answer. It's all part of the process. You know, you got to be ready for it. And that's kind of why those mock interviews kind of just give us a feel of what it's going to be like so we can be prepared for those questions and not kind of be caught off guard.
Do you have any trouble growing up? What do you think is the toughest thing you had to deal with? Can you handle adversity?
Most of the time, the difficult questions, they already have the answers to it, so just make sure you tell the truth. I'm Brandon Aiyuk, receiver from Arizona State University.
You present yourself well, like your eye contact's excellent. You just had some circumstances around you that are hard, right? And some life stuff that's really been real, right?
Most of the time, they want to know how you respond and how you act when you ask one of those questions. So it's just about staying composed and then just giving an answer.
The goal for me is just to walk through your story and make sure you present yourself the absolute best way you can. Because one more step up on the ladder for you and where you're projected right now is hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? You doing everything at the combine?
Yes, sir.
You benching?
Yes, sir.
How many are you gonna get?
Like 5.
You're gonna get 5?
Yeah.
5 reps?
5 reps.
Of 225? Not 6?
No, sir.
What do you mean you're getting 5 reps of 225?
What are you talking about? Yeah.
I'm just
I was literally like, oh my God.
We got the Asian chicken, we got the rice, vegetables, and we just trying to eat right, you know, we trying to get like that form fit, you feel me? This is the best healthy meal I've had ever. Every time I've gone fishing, I've caught a fish. I'm 100%.
Say you know what, sorry?
1 for 1.
So basically, I took my son AJ to catch his first fish ever.
Big old buff dude with a little tiny fish. See that? AJ Dillon right there. He's a monster. It's a monster.
He's like bragging about that little 2-inch fish he caught.
Hey, I'm 100% every time I go out there catch a fish. Not many people can say that.
You're welcome, son.
Nothing else needs to be said.
So tonight we have Noah Font, first-round draft pick, coming in to talk to us tonight.
Yeah, what's up, fellas? So I was sitting in your exact same seats last year, and my biggest thing is just kind of don't be the guy that says, like, you know, it can't happen to me. You know, the combine is meant to break you guys. Every team has something on everybody that is going to be their weakness, right? They're using the combine to see which guys are going to fold, which guys are going to, you know, perform under pressure, which guys can perform without any sleep or without any rest.
You know, he was able to talk with us and just, you know, give us a lot of good advice about what the whole process is going to be like, what we're going to be seeing when we go to the combine, how it changed his life.
Every team's picking you guys apart, saying, oh, well, he's not fast enough, he's not strong enough. I say they're treating you guys like cattle. Like, it's like they're pulling and prodding on you. That's just the way it is. They're trying to find any deficiency they can because they're making an investment in you. So just be okay with it, you know what I'm saying?
You know, he's a year in. He was doing the same thing we're doing right now. So he had a lot of good advice for us.
It's going to be long, it's going to be hard, and just know that coming out on the other side is going to be so much more fulfilling.
The combine was my saving grace, and I kind of had to go there to prove it and, you know, make something of myself and do what I had to do. So it's definitely a long process, but you got the best guy that cares the most for you. You guys got everything you need to go kill it.
Yo, just landed in Mobile, Alabama. Time for the Senior Bowl.
It is the premier All-Star game.
The impression you make on us goes a long way. The two teams that coached us last year, 40% of their draft class came from guys that played in this game.
Last chance to go out there for the scouts and coaches and just be able to compete.
Time to go ball out.
Ready to go.
The Senior Bowl is an all-star game, and it basically brings NFL coaches and college players together so they can showcase their talent.
It's just a great experience and a great opportunity to just get out there and be able to compete one last time.
So the Senior Bowl is a heavy workload.
Basically, your whole day is filled up from when you wake up at 6 in the morning till probably 12:30, 1 o'clock.
I didn't play at the Senior Bowl. I was going through an injury from the end of the season, but still an opportunity to get in front of the coaches, just to let them know who I was as a player, as a person, and just to show them that I could talk football with them.
Every scout is watching you, every head coach is watching you. No matter what you do, it's all going to be judged.
The thing that's always made our game different from the other All-Star games is getting the coaching staffs from the NFL teams.
So it's our first night here at the Senior Bowl, and we are going to talk to Matt Patricia and Zach Taylor.
You know, the two teams that coached in this last year, the 49ers and the Raiders, 40% of their draft class came from guys that played in this game. So it matters. We represent a 16th of the league, so the impression you make on us goes a long way. You don't know who's in the elevator with you, you don't know who's watching the lobby. Make sure you put your best foot forward and give yourself the best chance to come there. Good luck to you guys.
You're in a hotel full of just players, coaches, scouts. You kind of just always got to be aware of your surroundings and what you're saying, how you're acting.
And the last guy up here is an old co-worker of mine with the New England Patriots, Matt Patricia from the Detroit Lions.
Playing this room wants to play in the NFL. You got a great opportunity to be around a bunch of great NFL coaches. Absorb it, take advantage of it, work hard, compete, go out there and grind it out. Let's have a great game. All right, all about competition. All right, let's go try to win that thing on Saturday.
Defense on that side, offense on this side. Let's have a great practice. Start with punt. Hey, be great on me, be great on 3. 1, 2, 3, be great.
Day one was definitely the toughest day.
First day, we didn't really know what to expect.
You're getting that new playbook and all the installs, and it's your first time going out there and doing it.
Relax your feet. Come on, relax. There you go. That's better. That's better. Good. Eyes. Yep. Now redirect. Put it on them. I like your feet though. Good feet. That's it. That's a good drop. Good hard ball action. Stick it out there. Be violent. Violent with the face.
The playbook that we had there, it's a dummied down version of the NFL playbook that they run.
I think you could only go in like 2x2 sets, and there wasn't really any motions that could go in.
It's not too much to learn, but it's still a lot to learn in a short period of time. You're learning it one night, and the next morning you're out there practicing it.
We would do individual drill work just to kind of see how we move. They wanted to see that. 1-on-1s was a big part of practice. We do 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s.
Hey, 11, 11, 11. Come on, ready? There you go. That's perfect.
Even though I wasn't able to play, I was still able to go through the walkthrough. It was nice to be able to get that first-hand NFL experience, learning the playbook and walking through some of the plays.
It's my first practice back since my bowl game, which was in December, so it was a little bit of a break. A little bit nervous. You got all the scouts and coaches in the stands, and it's pretty packed, and you're trying to not mess stuff up.
No, it's hard when you don't even know if you like stretching right.
We have so much to do in such little time, so everybody's kind of tentatively doing things because they don't know if it's the right way, and nobody wants to be wrong. So that just adds to more of the buildup of pressure that comes with the Senior Bowl.
You think you won?
I think I did it right.
So towards the end of the first practice, I sprained my foot. It gradually got worse throughout practice, and I just tried to tough it out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
At the end of the day, it's just another practice, what I've been doing my whole life. So I felt good to get out there and just put pads back on.
My foot feels like it's sprained, but I think that I'm gonna give it another shot tomorrow and see how it goes.
All right, don't make the same errors tomorrow that you made today. Hey, eat on 3. 1, 2, 3. Eat.
The weigh-ins at the Senior Bowl, it's pretty crazy. You walk into a big auditorium.
They had us up early in the morning. They had us lined up in alphabetical order.
Imagine a concert, but instead of fans, it's just football coaches. and you're standing on the stage in nothing but your underwear.
You got to strip down and walk up on the stage. They call your name and you look out and it's all the scouts, coaches.
Jordan Love, Utah State.
We did weigh-ins all the time at Notre Dame. So when I looked at it on the schedule, I was kind of just brush it off as you just step on the scale and step off.
Everybody is staring at you. There's bright lights on you. The floor is freezing cold. It's like that saying, if you're nervous, imagine everybody is in their underwear except you are the one that's in your underwear and everybody else has clothes on, so it just makes you feel a little more uncomfortable.
It's pretty different.
And my personal weight goals is right around 230.
225.
My goal was just to be over 200 pounds.
I didn't have a specific number. I mean, my weight pretty much stays the same. I measured in at 6'4", and I weighed in at 220 pounds.
I didn't know what I was going to weigh in at, so it was pretty nerve-wracking. I ended up weighing in at 204, so I was good with that.
So the second practice of Senior Bowl, it's clicking a little bit better and knocking some of that rust off.
Jordan Love has tremendous upside. He's physically gifted, throws the ball hard, he throws the ball accurate. He's shown some things on tape. You're like, wow, he's got a chance. From the little bit I've seen thus far, it's very intriguing. I think he could be somebody who changes the franchise.
Drill-wise at practice, we did a bunch of different quarterback drills, throwing on the move, doing bootleg stuff, and then also just working the progressions and the reads.
That's it. Hey, but that's a good progression. Just get the ball on it.
So the second day you knew what to expect, but you were just trying to push through. Everyone on that field was super sore from the day before, just because they hadn't done anything like that for so long.
Running the NFL offense, there's a lot more under center stuff. And what I did at Utah State through my time there was a lot of shotgun stuff. So it wasn't too crazy, but it was just good to, experience that.
So the second practice, I was getting it more schematically, but I could start to feel my foot more and more. And as practice went on, it just got worse and worse and worse. And then towards the end of practice, I was basically trying not to look like I was limping off of the field because I felt like I could barely move. So after day 2 is when I had to make the call, and I wasn't able to play in the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, by the end of the week, all the playbook in and whatnot, felt good, felt ready for the game, just ready to get out there.
And now it's just time to go ball out, kind of put on for my family.
Now we get a chance to see, guys, what Jordan Love can do.
I felt I had a good day, good week performing. I was able to put it all together. Obviously, you don't get to play as much as a regular game, splitting time with everybody, but the time I got in there, I felt good about it. And I felt like I was able to do what I could do.
3rd and goal. Gordon passes it a couple of times and throws a touchdown to Claypool.
I think my biggest takeaway for the Senior Bowl experience was just kind of playing in front of NFL personnel and having that pressure. I had a pretty good Senior Bowl performance. Obviously there's some things you want back and some things you want to change. But overall, I had a pretty good performance. So, social media was really taking note.
The Senior Bowl was able to, help my draft stock a lot, just being able to be out there in front of everybody once again and showcase myself.
Leaving the Senior Bowl, it was a great experience. I'm definitely glad I made the trip. Just giving myself an opportunity to see these coaches, to get them to know me, just to build that relationship with them.
So even though I didn't get a chance to play in the game, I still got valuable knowledge and I got reps when I was practicing. So I feel like I'm gonna take those and those are gonna make me better.
He's been training with pros since he was 13. He has that it factor.
I had a vision that I wanted to go on day 1 of the draft, so I tweeted it out there, and it's something that I wrote on my wall, and now we're here, getting ready to get drafted.
This kid is always ready.
Since preparing for the draft, I've been here in Houston trying to get ready for the combine as best as possible. I train with the same trainer I've been training with growing up, Timothy Butte. He's an elite trainer. He knew my body. He knows exactly the types of things that I need. He's someone I knew that was going to get the best out of me. You know, it was only right for me to stay in Houston and stay with the people I trust and go out there and get the job done. We're going to head out to Orange County in a little bit to see the facilities, chop it up with my agent. Can't wait to continue to get to work and get to the combine and show up.
$5:50 a.m., about to work K9 up. Gotta get it, get this little work in, little shakedown workout.
Yo, what? Straight.
Ready to work.
So, I mean, this is typically how my day get started. Wake up, some music in, kind of just get my mind right before I head off to work. I like to get up early. Early bird gets the worm, so get it cracking. Normally, I work out 2 to 3 times a day, usually 6 days a week. And this really has been something that I consistently have been doing since I was in middle school. And I've been a guy that's just always been harping on just working hard and just trying to put myself in the best position to succeed. So for me, you know, when it comes to training, you know, we like to get it in, 2-3 times a day, explosive work, weight training, different things like that. So today is just gonna be kind of a light jog work, getting some type of lifting in the weight room, get some type of ab work, and then pool workout, different things like that. So just definitely trying to get the recovery and keep the body right. Today might be my off day, but I still got to get it in. You don't have to just sit down and sleep all day. I like doing just a lot of different things that I can do to help my body recover faster. So I try to take advantage of that. We don't take days off.
Normally, working out my guys, I wouldn't train them this much like this in terms of 3 times a day, but you gotta cram so much in, being that Ken was in the playoffs for the past 3 years of his college career, so he's never really had a break, except maybe 2 weeks at a time.
Coming from Oklahoma, we're always in the playoff race, always, playing extra. You don't really get any time off when you're playing that long into the season. So, it's just the grind that you gotta love. And so, it's been good so far to just go through that, and I'm just looking forward to the next steps. In a few weeks, when it's time to run at the combine, gonna be ready to go. I look at it as a whole grind, not a half a grind, and taking care of my body is the other half that I take extremely, extremely seriously. Just letting me to feel how I feel now, which is great. And I think that's just comes from just my dedication to just taking care of my body.
8, 9, 10, good. Okay, right here, Ken.
I train with the same trainer I've been training with growing up, Timothy Butte. I mean, the benefits of just having my trainer to do my combine work is just, for me, it was just having somebody that's comfortable, that knows my body. He's been there since I was 8, so he knows, what I react to well and how I respond to different things. And so it's been extremely, extremely good so far, going throughout this draft process. We've been getting some really, really good work in.
Bear hug, ready? Go. Down. Hold. There you go.
So we just finished the morning run, morning lift on this recovery day. So we just finna hit the pool right quick. So let's go ahead and get it.
So the pool work, today we're just gonna do some basic stuff. Knee skips, high knees going forward, high knees going backwards. All the stuff that you would do on dry land, you do in the pool. Karaoke, high knee karaoke, backwards, 1 leg jumps, just to kind of work on his tendons and work on some isometric movement in the pool. It's real good for the tendons and the ligaments.
Pool work has been something that I've been doing a lot, especially since I got into college. I think the pool is definitely an extremely useful instrument to get some of that load off of the body and help the body recover while also training hard.
Should Michael Phelps watch out for you?
Oh, no. He definitely got it when it comes to that pool, for sure. I'm definitely far from an Olympic swimmer. Yeah, so we just got done with the pool routine. Finna head back and chill, shower up a little bit, get ready for breakfast. Time to get to the nutrition.
Lord, we thank and bless you for this meal that we will receive as nourishment of our bodies. We thank you, Father, it will strengthen us for the journey. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Got my fruits here, bananas, some yogurt, a little granola, just, kind of a yogurt parfait. And now I'm eating right. My recovery time is really, really fast. So I could go do a 30-inch incline run for 20 seconds at 15 miles per hour, and it's like, I'm good. Like, recovery time is real fast. Going through our middle school and high school, I pretty much ate what I want. But once I did start eating right on a consistent basis, I started to see my body being able to recover and just be able to, think properly and process things a lot faster.
We've been doing this since he was 13. He been training with pros since he was 13. And he been getting the best of them too. I'm not gonna say any names. I don't want nobody to look bad. I don't want nobody to hit me up, tell him why you trying to make me look bad. But Kenny was a puppy, 14 years old, finishing the workout, and my NFL pros, my NBA pros tapping out, passing out, throwing up.
I don't want nobody to give me nothing to open up the door. I get it myself.
Facts.
That's the approach. That's old school. Started out playing basketball. My brother Lynn was his coach. Guys would foul him and he would run down the court and hit him. And, so Lynn said he had too much aggression. So that's how he ended up in football.
My dad was a phenomenal father, phenomenal man, and able to mold me and help me become the man I am today.
We're excited to be going down this process. As far as the NFL is concerned, we can't wait to see what team he lands at, and then we'll be traveling there.
Just got done eating breakfast with the fellas, so finna get it in. Let's go. The interview process is something that's extremely big, and it's gonna be extremely big for me. So I'm a lot smarter than what a lot of people think I am. I'm excited to just get on the board and talking X's and O's. All right, what you want to know, baby?
Let's go with base defense.
A big part of the interview process when you get to the combine is the X's and O's, and especially for my position, being a middle linebacker, they want to be able to see if I can diagnose defenses and diagnose offenses and be able to just think on the fly and see how well I understand different concepts.
What you got for me, man? Talk me through it.
We have the nickel in the corner locked up, the cornerback over here locked up. We have the rush over here, who basically has the running back. Mm-hmm. And then the Mike, we're in there right here. We're going outside because the strong safety is going to be on number 3. He's going to fit inside of his man. So his man's block, he's going to trigger. Going throughout this play, there's a bunch of different pieces that are moving around with outside linebackers, the safeties, the Mike linebacker and the Will linebacker, different things like that. So just want to be able to show that I can know it all and know all 11 pieces on the field and go out there and be the general of the defense. He's folded this way. Once he confirms that the Mike peels with that, then we have our rush come back over and be over the top. Once you really hone in on the knowledge of the game, hone in on the film study, you're able to put other guys in position to make huge plays. I think that's really one of the biggest things that I always just try to be for my team is, the guy that's out there that's constantly talking, the guy that's out there that's constantly, letting people know what's on my mind, what I think is coming. So that way we can all be on the same page and going out there and shutting the offense down.
I mean, that was awesome. Your knowledge of what you're doing is just, beyond everybody else. It's great. We'll continue to, like next week, and go over some stuff and just keep it fresh in our heads.
My film study has led to a lot of the plays that coaches see on tape. Ultimately, it goes back to the film study and the ability to be able to break things down to the simplest form. It could definitely be the difference between what round you go in, whether it's first, second, or even third, or later rounds. Just finished up the board work. About to go out there and get some field work in. Time to get to work. Let's get it.
He has that it factor from a mental standpoint, from a physical standpoint, and he's very disciplined. He has the leadership quality. He's been a starter since a freshman, not a redshirt freshman, true freshman, meaning this kid is always ready.
Good. W, lateral, touch, out. Good. 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 Back. Good. Touch. There it is. Go.
I mean, Kenny is my life's work. I want the best for him. I want him to do everything that he wants to do. So we're almost there, but not quite.
I may be ranked one of the top guys as far as the linebacker position goes, but that all can change overnight. And so, you just got to continue to grind and continue to keep your head down and go out there and try to put your best foot forward.
The 40 is everything. The faster you run, the higher you get drafted.
Oh, yes, sir. I know how much money lies on one rep. A tenth of a second costs you millions of dollars.
It was the week before we were heading out to the combine.
It's the biggest interview of your life.
The nerves started to build up a little bit.
Get it! nowadays the 40 is everything. The faster you run, the higher you get drafted.
You want to be able to look light on your feet. You don't want to be all sluggish and feel overweight while you're running that combine. You know, it's the biggest interview of your life.
For the 40 is very technical. There's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot more than just getting on the line and running 40 yards.
So they're all fresh off season. Their bodies are nicked up. So they got to get comfortable first and learn angles.
The most important part of running a 40 is your foot position and your shin angle, because that is what's going to help you explode.
So it's a lot about shin angles and where their foot's landing when they take off and where the pressure is on their hand.
Pretty much every time we're running, we're working on our starts. The faster your 10 is, the faster you'll be at the end.
All right, we got Chase up.
So there's been talk about me going to tight end after my weigh-in. I weighed in at 238, but that was all a part of the plan.
4.51. Dude, you're right on it. You're gonna go faster than that next week, and you're gonna go faster at the combine.
If I can run a sub 4.5, then the talk about tight end will go out the window.
I wanted you under 4.85. Electric, he went 4.84. Hand 4.79. You're gonna go in the 4.7s, no doubt. I would think you'll be in the 4.7s actually next week before we even get to the combine. All right? Good job, man.
Appreciate it.
Good work. We got Brandon up. So 4.46 electric, 4.43 hand.
Better do one more.
Do you feel great?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Wide receivers, you got to be able to showcase your speed. My personal goal for the 40 is 4.38.
4.43.
Oh, yes, sir.
Good job, dude.
Good job.
You just want to show that you're faster than the guy next to you and the guys that you're competing with.
Destroying it.
Bet.
Good job, dude.
Good job.
All right, guys, so we've been here for about 3 weeks, but I had to make sure that I brought my pets with me. So I actually have right now, I have 2 cats and I have a big dog. So let's see if I can get the first cat. This is Meloy. Meloy, come here. Okay, no, he's gonna run under the bed. Now, I'm gonna find the naked cat. Is Booger in here, babe? Okay, Booger is in here somewhere. Okay, he's not in there. Booger! That's crazy, I just see him. Usually if I just rattle the... All right, that means that he has to be in that room. Oh, there he is. Hey, naked cat. This is my naked cat, Booger. Some people think that he's ugly and it might take a second to get used to him, but he's actually a very cute cat. And he'll sit here for hours. Bosco, come here. Sit. Sit. All right, I guess this is too much for him. Get in here. He's really excited.
Have you thought that we might not be living in California anymore?
Yes, I've pretty much known that throughout my whole senior year, is that we have a very small chance of actually still being in LA or even in California. But I mean, I'm not really worried because I'll go wherever as long as I'm playing. I'd live in Alaska or I really don't care.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. Whatever team drafts him, we're gonna be happy no matter what. But I mean, we are from Southern California, so it's gonna be hard if you go anywhere that's cold.
She likes warm weather, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, you can adjust.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
My name is Michael.
I know.
So every week or two, we meet with a nutritionist and we basically go over our diet and go over our weight goals.
So let's see, 217 this week, huh?
Yes.
3 pounds away from the goal.
Yeah.
And then you're still doing the shake at night before you go to sleep?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That works. I'm gonna make your post-workout shake a little bit more calorically dense this week, so that'll just give you a couple extra calories. Okay. It'll be right where you need to be.
For me, it was getting my body fat down. I was at the weight I wanted to be. I just wanted to take some of the body fat off and gain more muscle. So a lot more protein. First I was eating regular eggs. She changed it to egg whites only.
You've got a young guy, they're at the top of their game. They're like, why does this matter, right? When you're 30 and you still want to be playing, when you're 25 and you still want to be playing, it takes a toll. And if you're not fueling yourself with the right nutrients, it's going to take a toll faster.
So every meal plan is personalized to a individual person. So let's say that someone doesn't eat fish, then like Chef Mark makes them chicken and beef and like something else.
In terms of the meals that you're getting, happy with everything?
Yeah.
Anything you don't want to get anymore?
Vegetables.
As long as we could keep a couple in there, I'm happy. The nutrition is only as good as what they actually put in their mouth. So we gotta make sure that they're eating something that tastes good but is also nutritious.
I came in here at 6.3, 6.4 body fat, and then 2 weeks later, cut in half at 3.1 or 3.2%. So nutrition has really helped me slim down body fat and then add muscle.
You just gotta trust the process and just trust that everything that we're giving you to put in your body is designed for what you need on the field.
We would test bench press once every week.
It was the week before we were heading out to the combine, so we wanted to see the gains we made throughout the training process from when we first got there.
We like to build each other up and challenge one another, and I feel like that makes us all better.
We're gonna go in alphabetical order. Brandon, you'll be up first. Your strategy is very important. Don't just try to do as many as you can and then be dead at the end. You wanna go a half or a little above and then take a break, and then take it in chunks. Whatever it is, there should be a strategy on this. First guy's up in 10 minutes, get to warming up.
That boy AJ finna do my 30.
If I see one of them bust out 30 reps, like I can't even do half of that. So if they do that, like I better like juke them out or something.
There you go, B. Good. Nice. There we go. Keep working now.
My goal for the bench press is to get at least 10.
11. That's up 7 reps. Nice job, man.
The bench press, just something I want to do just to show these coaches that even though I have long arms, I still have strength as well.
All right, we got AJ Dillon up.
What's up?
Hey, talk to me. I'm good with that. And then feel it out like 3, 4, yeah.
Come on, man. Come on now.
The bench press is obviously important. You know, I got to show people that I'm strong and capable of holding blocks at the running back position and then being able to muscle through people.
Get it! Get it! 18. One at a time. 19. 20. Keep getting it. 21. Nice. Let's go. 22. Let's go. Solid. 23. Last one, Andy. Take it. 24. 24. Up 9. Nice job. Up 9.
You just have to buy in to the process because you don't want to half buy in because then you get half bought in results.
13, up from 5, up 8.
We had everybody cheering us on, and that's just kind of the family that we built. Training over there at Proactive.
Nice job, fellas.
It was one of the last times we got to all be together as guys, so it was fun to share that moment with them.
For our pre-combine meeting, we just went over flights, we went over coaching staffs. They got us all ready to go to Indy.
The biggest thing is be on time for flights, because if you miss your flight, we have to let the combine know. And if the combine knows, 32 teams will find out.
And they gave us binders full of NFL personnel, so when we ran into people, we would know what they look like.
You're gonna arrive in Indy in the afternoon, you're gonna do registration, and you're gonna do your orientation that evening. You will also have formal interviews. This year, it's an 18-minute formal interview. It's 45 interviews for 18 minutes each. The pre-exam in the hospital, that's a long day. You'll have the exam at the hospital or the MRIs, and then we'll have interviews that evening. The third day, medical exams, a lot of poking and prodding, a lot of pulling and whatnot. Just be prepared for that. And then you'll have some psychological testing. The fourth day is also your bench press day. The last day is your field day test.
The combine is just a couple days away when we're headed out. The nerves start to build up a little bit.
I kind of felt nervous, but at the same time, I know that this is part of the process, and I also know that everybody else is probably feeling like that too. You know, you just gotta like roll with it, like you gotta keep going.
Just landed in Indianapolis.
It's 5 days hard work, but it's 5 days for the rest of your life.
Running a tenth of a second faster in the 40 to change, where you get drafted.
With a good performance, I knew I could surpass some guys and get into the first round.
You don't know what could happen.
Once you're out there, it's just you.
So working out with Coach Cap and trying to warm up as much as possible, making sure I'm really loose and just a good overall headspace for when I went out on the field the next day. It's really not that important for me to do specific numbers, but I feel like if I'm in a real good groove, those numbers will come.
20 reps, 2-0.
The bench is important because it just shows a player's raw strength.
We were there for 4 days, no workouts yet, so we were itching to finally get something. So we were ready to go bench.
So it's gonna be a huge day. Extremely important I go out here and show these coaches what I can do.
AJ Dillon, Boston College.
Kenneth Murray, Oklahoma. LeVar Hamilton, Ohio State University.
And go all the way up.
When I got out there, I was the first person to bench. And you see all the GMs and the scouts and the coaches out looking at you, but it's exciting.
Good. You get those butterflies when you get up there, but then you go up there and do what you've been practicing this entire time.
Good, all the way up, block it out, all the way up, all the way up, one, keep on, lock out.
It's really important to have a strategy. My strategy was just try to attack it with speed, and then once I got to that point where I felt a little bit tired, take a break, and then try to finish up strong.
If there's anybody that can get 45 reps, it's definitely Devon.
One of the extra things that was kind of challenging was keeping track of how many reps I was at. But I just kept trying to push for one more the entire time.
11 reps, 1-1. 13. 33 reps, 3-3. I got 22 reps, but 1 rep deduction. 23 reps.
Being at the center stage of the bench press was awesome. I kind of perform best when all eyes are on me, and I feel like my preparation has definitely helped me for this.
I was just tuning into what I had to do and what I wanted to accomplish. It was easy to tune everything else out and just focus on the task at hand.
So I feel like I put my best foot forward.
So Coach Capretta and Andy, they had us, just kind of dialed back into the small details, not running completely full speed or anything like that. It's mostly just on those little details, making sure they're muscle memory.
And not this one, but the next one. To the end of it. Right here. Let's reach behind you there. Do that 6 times. Yeah.
Probably run 4.7.
Dude, that's gotta just motivate you.
That's exactly what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Some guys had me running 4.6, 4.7, and I just kind of chuckled and laughed because we both knew what I was capable of, and what more of a perfect opportunity to shock everybody and kind of show them what I'm about on the biggest stage on the planet.
All right, let's go 10 squats when you're ready. 10 squats, squeeze your butt at the top. 10 squats, squeeze your butt at the top. And then once you hit that 10th one, we're just gonna quarter. You're just gonna go small taps. This leg doesn't move, chest stays over your quads. Set, go. Come up a little bit, there you go. 3, 2, 1, you're down. There you go, come on. 3, 2, 1, down, nice job. We'll get into starts now. I want you guys to come out of this one a little bit now. There it is, good. Nice and smooth. There, that's it. That's what I'm looking for right there. Yeah, buddy. That's a wrap, fellas. Good job.
My goals are to wake up the world, kind of shock them a little bit.
That's 247 pounds for AJ Dillon.
Been hearing a lot of people aren't expecting me to be as athletic as I think I am. So, to go out there and just show them that I can do everything that the smaller guys than me can.
I'd say if I had to guess a range, like I think you're running like a 4.53 is my guess.
With the Jumbotron here, so you know that there are no times posted here as you watch AJ Dillon. Wonder if he's just
I tell you, running 4.53 at 247, and that's no water weight. That's the real deal. You know, it felt really good. I said what I was gonna do, and I went out there and I did it.
This has been one of the impressive developments because the estimated speed on Claypool was probably in the high 4.5s, but look at that build.
I'm well aware of all the pressure that goes into the combine. Thankfully, I've been prepped and I'm ready to go.
Chase Claypool. Let's go, Chase.
Sean Payton love him at that.
Jared Cook.
You know, watching my former teammates go through the combine process, I know how much money lies on, you know, one rep in terms of 40-yard dash. A tenth of a second can cost you millions of dollars.
He's over 6'4". That's I know.
What do we want, Ryan?
Like low 4.5s or high 4.4s.
NFL people are always looking for a fast corner. With that being said, you need a fast receiver to match that. I figured if I can run a sub 4.5, the talk about tight end will go out the window.
You've got some fast individuals set to run here. Brandon Aiyuk is
I was kind of a fringe guy in the first round, early second. So for me, with a good performance, I knew I could surpass some guys and get into the first round.
All right, let's go. Great kick returner. He's great after the catch.
Yeah. Oh, he got out. 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 He got out.
I wasn't sure what I ran at all because it didn't feel like a great run, but it didn't feel like a bad run. So then I came back and I was talking to Chris Carter, and he told me my time was 4.51. I was pretty sick at the time when I heard that, but I know I have one more.
He called us during his warm-up.
Yeah, so I gave Cap a call during my warm-up. I found something that worked good for me throughout training, and when I got to the combine, I didn't have any of those things that I was warming up with. So I had to just pretty much make up my own warm-up. So that was kind of frustrating, but just how the dice rolled and just had to just continue to go with it.
The other thing to remember is he's always PR'd on his second one. His shin goes off. So look, see how good it is when he like goes?
Right there.
Yeah.
40s as Brandon Aiyuk gets his second opportunity to better his 4.5 that started the 40s for receivers. What a run by Justin Jefferson. It's phenomenal. He's a great player on tape. Now you got some big time legitimate speed on him.
4.43.
Oh, yes, sir.
Good job, dude.
Good job.
How many times do you have the whole thing?
Goes up, moves his hand, goes down.
Goes down.
Goes up. Goes up.
Goes down.
Goes up. Not very. That's not him.
Second one was just awful. Second one, you have to wait for all guys to go run. So I was just trying my best to stay warm, and then didn't even run as good as I did on the first time. So it was rough.
Went out there, I had fun at the combine. They had questions about the speed, ran fast, questions if I could catch, didn't drop a ball, and definitely showed the athleticism with the broad jump and the vertical.
I'm always excited to see the people that I work with, excel, because we all put in that hard work and that grind all in together, so it was just amazing to see all of it transpire.
Yeah, so, at the combine, it's a little different for a quarterback. The main drills we had to focus on is our throwing and our position stuff. I was excited, and I felt like I did really good in those.
I feel like I moved very well out on the field, and I felt like I did very well overall. Just being out there, I felt like all the interviews went really well. I felt like I did a great job out there.
It went how I expected it to go. All the talk about tight end is now kind of diminishing.
I didn't run as fast or as well as I wanted to. I'm in the 40, so I just had to scratch that, continue to perform, and I'm just waiting for what's going to happen in April. draft's about to kick off. Getting really nervous.
I lost the keys to all my cars, bro. You just never know what happens on draft night.
Nobody really knew where I was going to get picked until it happened.
This has never happened before.
Not sure what's going to happen.
Your whole body just stops.
Right now, I'm washing my hands because I just got back from training and this whole coronavirus is out here messing up people's plans.
You know, I had a lot of workouts with teams set up. All those got canceled, all my meetings got canceled.
Nobody knows what's gonna happen with the draft. Pro days are being canceled, and it's pretty crazy.
It definitely affects my draft stats because I think I would have kept rising up the board just because, you know, I'm able to learn offenses and then I'm able to apply that to the field. So it would have benefited me a lot to do those private workouts, but I had a pretty good combine, so it's not as if I'm gonna slip, I just won't rise as much as I would have.
We're all trying to figure it out, like navigate this new process because this has never happened before. Like the NFL doesn't have rules for this. But as of now, I think the draft is still on schedule. They're just gonna do it like remotely. So that's good.
You know, there's not much we can do. And we just wait every day to see what the next news is.
Draft day, baby. We getting in. It was definitely an anxious night, doing a lot of tossing and turning, and finally, waking up extremely early.
Early morning, draft day, cooking breakfast. We got here, Nico. Some eggs. Whole fan here. Thank you. We ready for the draft today? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what day it is today? You know what day it is today? Yeah. Yeah, you do. His tail's wagging. He knows what day it is.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Claire.
Who's filming?
Good morning, Tucker.
Who's filming?
Me.
Can we flip your camera?
No, you can't flip it.
I want to see you.
Good morning.
How you feeling? You feeling good? I'm feeling great. And guess what I just did? I lost the keys to all my cars, bro. To lose my keys on the day where I'm so anxious, so nervous, definitely made things a lot more anxious and a lot more interesting. But at the end, it was draft day, and you just wanted to take it all in and just enjoy the day regardless of what happened. Bro, that's not funny, bro. It's not funny, bro. I can't take you anywhere, bro.
My gut feel is that you'll end up somewhere in the 20s. But my goal is to try to get you into that top 20.
I woke up pretty early, I think around like 7 o'clock. Just thinking about where I might end up, or just thinking about if I would hear my name be called today.
I've been telling everybody that you're basically going to the Eagles at 21, so they got to get in front of you. They want you.
Jim Nagy texted me. He said, I have you going to the 49ers at 31. You and Debo will be dangerous.
That's awesome. It says a lot about him that he, on draft day reaches out to you. And I do think the 49ers at 31 is, I just don't know that you're going to be there. You know what I mean?
Some people mocking me as early as 12, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 50. I could have gone anywhere. I felt like I wasn't exactly sure just because there wasn't consistency with those mocks. Man, I need this to just start. This is like where I play like a huge game. I just want the game to start. I hate waiting around. That's the worst part.
It's 3:40 right now. Headed to my parents' house. Getting ready for the draft. We're a few hours out. So haven't really heard too much so far. Don't really know where I'm gonna end up. I never found the keys, so I had to go get new keys made for my car. Check out the setup that we got. Got the always on camera right there. Get us, that nice view of the car that I'm about to get here in a few. Got the TV right there. Definitely had to get the big screen, 75-inch. Me and my family, we're gonna sit and we're gonna witness his greatness and get this call, and it's gonna be emotional.
I think Kenny is really excited, nervous, and stressed.
I think he's just happy to see that, you know, all his hard work is paying off, and he's just really excited to see where he goes.
He really stressed. But I know he's happy because he's been working for this his whole life. He's a good man. He's a very caring person who cares about everything. And what you say?
She said I'm a good man. She ain't never called me a man.
Cause I mean, I'll be beating you up like you a little boy, so.
My head has been all over the board. I've heard so many different things. Talk to my agent, talk to teams, where I have like no insight right now where I'm gonna go. Bounced around through some different interviews, but it's mostly just questions about how excited I was to get drafted, my expectations, my thoughts. I've talked to Dolphins, Chargers. I know those are teams need quarterbacks and looking for those. But it kind of all depends on who they want to take. We got Tua, Justin. Obviously probably Joe's gonna be with the Bengals at the end of the day, and then we just kind of got to figure out where everybody else is going to bounce around to. At the end of the day, nobody really knew where I was going to get picked, until it happened.
The day of the draft, the meetings are done, so you pretty much have the whole day. So I just try to stay out of the house and just do things to keep my mind off the draft, and just to try to make sure that the day didn't seem like it was taking forever. The draft's about to kick off. Getting really nervous, not sure what's gonna happen, but just ready, just excited for the commissioner to kick things off.
You were blessed with an amazing gift by God and Dad, and you put all the work in, and you've made it, and today's your day, and we're all here for you. I'm sorry it's under these circumstances, but it's still gonna be a good day, right?
It's all good.
All right. Cheers, Jordan.
Cheers. Appreciate everybody.
The Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow, quarterback, LSU.
I knew what teams were looking for quarterbacks, what the kind of setup was going to be like, and then actually, seeing that unravel. Joe going to the Bengals, and then Tua, and then Justin, and then kind of after that, you didn't really know what other teams were looking for quarterbacks at the time. I knew it was going to be a little bit of a gap in there. Pretty nerve-wracking.
You just never know what happens on draft night, and so you just have to really just try to take it all in. And so that was really my mindset that went into it. So I really wasn't looking at anybody else. I was just worried about just taking it all in and just enjoying the moment as much as I can.
Wide receiver, Alabama.
Ruggs was picked, which is good. I kind of have a feeling for where I'm at with receivers, so just waiting for these guys to come off the board. When guys come off the board, it just moves you up, just waiting for more to come off.
The New England Patriots have traded the 23rd pick to the Los Angeles Chargers.
Just sitting there with my family, and I was sweating, and just really anxious, and that's when the phone rang.
With the 23rd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select.
I answered the call, and that's when I heard the voice of Tom Telesco.
Kenneth Murray.
All the emotions took over, family went crazy, and that created more emotion just to see how happy they were, and it just was just such a surreal moment. It's a dream come true to be a first-round draft pick. Something that I worked hard for all my life, and to be in this position, I'm just so blessed. I just look forward to just continuing to keep going out there and then working hard and achieving more. It's just the beginning.
He's trying to tune everyone out.
My agent, we talked about the 49ers, the Jaguars, the Raiders, and the Ravens and Seattle possibly being a landing spot. But at the end of the day, we don't really know for sure. So it's just a mystery, and that just makes it even more nerve-wracking just because you never know for sure.
So the pick is in. San Francisco has moved up from 31 to 25.
San Francisco traded for the pick, and like I said earlier, we talked about San Francisco being a landing spot. So when they traded up, there was some excitement, and then I saw that the pick was in, and I thought that they picked somebody else.
San Francisco 49ers select Brandon.
I thought the phone call came before the pick, so at that point I just stood up. Everybody just started getting excited. Time just slowed down, and then I heard my name, and it was just a crazy feeling. Just a feeling I can't even describe the feeling, but just something that I'll remember for the rest of my life for sure.
Oh my goodness!
Still waiting to see where Jordan's love will go, as is everybody there at the house in Bakersfield, California.
Yeah, I didn't know when the next quarterback would get taken, if it'd be in the first round, be in the second round, or what. Super excited. But you know, finally getting that call, it's just super, just like, it's crazy. Your whole body just stops. Just a life-changing experience.
With the 26th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Jordan Love, quarterback, Utah State.
Hey, I mean, I didn't know what to expect coming into this, so I'm super excited. Had some good talks with coaching staff here at Green Bay, so I'm excited.
You know, draft night, it was crazy. I'm obviously getting picked by the Green Bay Packers and finally getting drafted. It was a crazy night for me, life-changing, and just a super exciting time for me and my family.
Oh my God, this new overtime cut sleeve is perfect for running. Feels so free. Go get yours right now. Click the link in the bio, check out these videos, and subscribe. See ya.